Will the US housing market crash? That has been one of the most pressing questions in the real estate industry since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. Many investors and other industry experts feared that a real estate crash would happen by mid-2020 because of the uncertainty of the global pandemic. When the crash didn't happen in 2020, well, some started talking about a pending crash in 2021. To address all these fears and speculations, in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the most important trends in the US real estate market and whether they point towards a housing market crash or not. So, is the US housing market going to crash in 2021? The short answer is no. Actually, all real estate market trends are pointing in the opposite direction. The real estate industry started recovering as soon as mid-2020 after the initial shock of the coronavirus pandemic. And the growth in the housing market is indeed leading the recovery in the US economy in general. Today, the US real estate market is a hot seller's market where the demand for properties significantly exceeds the supply of real estate listings. And there are no signs that the market is going to be cooling down or crashing anytime soon. But let's take a look at the main differences between the housing market today and the housing market at the time of the Great Recession in 2007. So the most important difference between 2007 and 2021 is that the lending standards have significantly tightened since the Great Recession. One of the main reasons which led to the housing market crash a few years ago was that basically anybody could take a mortgage loan to buy a real estate property, even if they couldn't actually make the monthly payments afterwards. So the lending institutions learned an important lesson the hard way, which made them drastically change the requirements for getting a mortgage loan. The new standards and the new requirements are one of the developments that are going to assure a real estate crash is not underway in 2021. Another major difference between the Great Recession and 2021 is that the interest rate remains at a nearly historic low. Mortgage rates are still at below 3%, and they're not expected to increase by more than 3.7% by the end of the year, and this means that mortgage rates are not going to negatively affect the purchasing power of home buyers and real estate investors. A third factor which points to no housing market crash in 2021 is the foreclosure bans and moratoriums. In an attempt to support homeowners who were negatively impacted by the COVID-19 pandemic, various moratoriums on foreclosures were introduced in 2020, and they've been expanded into 2021. And as a result, foreclosures have reached a record low level. This is in contrast to the time of the Great Recession. One more reason why the real estate market isn't going to crash this year is the increase in homeowners' equity. Equity is the difference between the current market value of your real estate property and how much you owe on it. In other words, equity is how much of your home's value you own. The housing market's stability and growth in recent years have resulted in a significant increase in homeowners' equity. This means that homeowners nowadays have an equity cushion, even if property prices are to drop. So, all in all, you have no reason to think about a housing market crash in 2021. Indeed, the real estate market is expected to continue growing at a healthy rate. The resilience and the steadfastness which the housing market has shown during the pandemic makes real estate investing one of the best and most secure forms of investing. After all, people will always need a place to live in and a place to call home. So, if you're wondering where to invest money in 2021, real estate is a great choice. Our nationwide real estate market analysis at MashVisor shows that both long-term and short-term rental properties are profitable real estate investing strategies in 2021. If you'd like to find out the US markets which offer the highest cash-on-cash return on traditional and Airbnb rental properties this year, well, follow the links in the video description down below. Meanwhile, I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that you learned something new. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more real estate videos every single week.